Hey, I'm back with my beast of a printer, and I'm going to attempt to finish it. I'm going to attempt to at least get to the point where I can heat up the hot end. Maybe not print anything, because I don't think it's that close. But yeah, today's plan: finish the wiring. There's not much left to do. There's not much left to do at all. Let's just take a quick look here. This is where we're at. Now, I have gone and done a couple of things just because, you know, I had to. I can't sit around and do nothing. So last night, what did I do? I plugged in the wires on this side, and I put in those extensions inside. So the wires have been extended. Hey, Duff. Going to be in an aerial lift. Sounds like fun. That sounds like work though, but oh well. So yeah, the idea here is to finish wiring up the Pi, to wire up the printhead here. I have many wires not plugged in. Actually, the only wires plugged in are the two fans and the motor. I don't have the right connectors on everything else. So we're gonna have to cut off the hot end and the thermistor connector. We're gonna have to put on some Mulex microfits on there. And then once that's done, I need to wire up the wires for Klicky. And that's where we are. So really, I haven't done anything. All I did was plug in these wires here. But yeah, it's starting to look good. Like it's starting to look like everything's where it should be. I'm not a huge fan of the wires over here. All this stuff. But you know what? It'll be okay. I really should have stuck to either red or blue crimps though. I should have. But hey, that's hindsight. Let's look ahead. Right now, what I need to do is I need to get the LCD installed, because then I'll know where I can put the wire channels. LCD part here. We got an LCD part here. I don't know what the LDO LCD parts are. I do have this on my screen though, so that's probably going to help. LCD part. Oh, an empty bag. That bag's probably had like 3 different Vorons in it. So we have another LCD part here. I have the reprinted piece for the, you know, the bad one, the one that I didn't like. So where am I going here? So yeah, we need that. What else do we need? Nothing in here. Aha! What is this? These things seem LCD-ish. That means anything. I think that's what we need for the LCD. I probably didn't need to do that. So I tried to fix the color, and I think I did a pretty good job. If only it wasn't what? What? I'm a dummy. That's right, here's the cover. Oh, I don't know if I like that. I really need to get the top surface printing working better on my machine. Like, that's the problem with the buttons. I released them to GitHub yesterday, but I really felt as though they could have been better. Not the actual buttons themselves, but the top, well, the way they were modeled to print the top edge. The top edge of the top edge around here. Because those print down like that. And I was never ever happy with how they came out. I eventually set up a new printing profile to print fine. So I have a Voron profile, a Voron fine profile, which means printing, not that it's printing on a Voron, that it's printing to the Voron specs with, you know, 4 or 5 walls and all that stuff. So here we go. Why is it not going together? Might be something. Wait a minute. Okay, so I believe there should be a step there's something missing here. Okay, so what's probably happened is since the last version, they've changed this. So I've got to go to the old instructions. I'm good at paying attention to this stuff. Yeah, I've got to go and look at the original instructions, because mine's sort of a half and half. So I need Trident main. No, I need Trident. Oh. And what's going on here is basically I think they changed it to be just plastic threading. Whereas the version I have to put insets in. I could be wrong. Too many pages. Pages is on 272. Yeah, lots of pages. Obviously, it's not that far because the newer instruction manual is more detailed. Okay, this looks familiar. You know what? Okay, so this one, okay, this is different. This is, what? How's that supposed to happen? Oh, okay. Well, that's just weird. Okay, so what's gonna happen? Hey, Bert. Yeah, okay, I understand what needs to happen here. Basically, let's see here. This needs to go in first. That's number one. Basically, this gets inserted in first, and then you have some meat to put the inserts into. Otherwise, everything is just razor thin, and there's no way to do it. Wow. How bad that overhang is. Or that bridging. My bridging's not like that anymore. I had to print this big panel for the Legacy, and it had all the triangles. Hexagons, and they were all bridged across, and they were pretty big. And I printed it, and I'm like, oh my god, my bridging is just awful. So I actually took some time, got everything tuned, and it's made a huge difference. That panel turned out just amazing. One on my second print. Of course, it was a big, huge panel, so it used a bit of material for the one that I disposed of. Yeah, that's just warming up. So now I gotta figure out how this thing works. From the looks of it, maybe I should have to go to this one. Oh, that's pretty well the same. So how does this work? Okay, I get it. I'm just gonna wait. Gotta wait for it to heat up. Things gotta, you know. Okay. I'm really, what I'm trying to figure out here is how far back is this going to sit, so that when I go to put the wire channel in, and you know, this is another thing that bugs me. Like, you're not putting together a kit here. All you put together was a pile of parts, and all all these kits are is a pile of parts. Not LDO. They put together a kit. You know, they took out the. Actually, they didn't even take them out. They left them in there, and they put it in their own ribbon cables that fit. So yeah, I'm still kind of down on FormBot. Okay, so this is going to have to go in like something like this. You know, that's not perfectly seeable yet. But yeah, I'm going to have to put that down in there depending on where the thing goes. Then I'll have to cut another one to fit in here, and then the pieces to go on each side. And that should basically finish off the wiring. I do have, what do I have? I do have to power the Pi. I'm just gonna run it right off the power supply right now. Off the 5-volt. That'll be fine. Then I won't have to worry about wiring all this up. I'm a little worried about the bed power. Like, there's motor power, there's bed power. What do I hook up? Do I hook all of them up? I still don't know that. I gotta figure that out. So yeah, there's a few things left. Okay, this should be nice and warm now. Should be able to get these in here. Okay, that might have not gone the way I wanted it to. There we go. Okay, there we go. Don't know if there's any more right away. I don't think so. But now, I can tighten this up. There we go. So this is kind of nice in a way. It attaches from the back, but it is another it's another one of these filament attached. LCDs. So I need to go get a piece of filament. Welcome back to the stream. Okay, so we'll need a little bit of yellow filament. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. It's weird. I'm not printing anything right now, and it feels kind of strange. Well, that fed through easily. So I'm just going to pull it back a tiny bit. Snip it off. Push it back in so there's nothing sticking out the ends. There we go. Now I guess there's something to happen here and here. I think 2 screws need to go in. They already have them there, so I must have missed something. I guess I should have printed the light blocker. See, that bugs me, because there's some, like, there's no instruction as to what I need to put in there. Oh, it's after. Okay, there's a picture of it on one page with it in there, and then the next page has it me putting it in there. Okay, that makes sense. That's like the thing that has you tightening down the rails, and then the next page goes, oh, and leave 2 to 3 millimeters at the bottom. It's a trick. I'm okay with it. I just wish we could fix the. You know, it's open source, but it's not like you can get the source files for the instructions. And as a community member, fix them. Ooh, that works nice. I like that. I like that so much better than the display on the 2.4. Okay, so there's no attaching? No attach yet? Those in there. Okay, there's lots of room. So My buttons. These are gonna get installed today too. Even if they're not hooked up, we're gonna get these into the printer today. There's an issue with them, of course. The problem that they're underneath here basically, and you have to duck down to see them. And I almost feel like I could solve that by basically having a housing that pops the buttons out at an angle. But that's not going to be my primary concern right away. I think I'm just going to work on getting them in there and getting them installed and working, and then we'll go with trying to make them, I don't know, trying to make them better. Either way, it'll be interesting. So what, no rolling that in with my fingers? That's too big. Okay. Just can't really see. So yeah, that I was trying to figure out the brand of that Allen key that I broke, and it was Naika, I think was what it was. Yeah, it was not cheap, and I'm about to break another expensive one. There's got to be a better way to do this. Like I would put no, that would be a bad idea. I was gonna say I'd put a nut in there and try that. But then what are you gonna do? You're gonna break the nut off. Oh my, and again, I'm not really sure where the problem lies. I'm not sure if it lies in the frame or the nut. But neither the ones I've bought or the ones that came with the kit actually work properly. So yeah, I don't know. I'm afraid to do this. Thing is, I'll just rip the thread out. Where's that gone now? Oh, lovely. Okay, let's give up on that one. We'll just grab another M3 T-nut and we'll try it. Hey, Manganico! Oh yeah, the Naika was this is my normal kit, but I broke it. That's what I'm normally using. So what, Wira with a Naika bit. And that just went in like nobody's business because, you know you have you know you're gonna have the ability to twist it without breaking it. But it worked. It's in. Oh, come on. It's in, but it won't move. Ah, why won't you move? I need you to move. If you don't move, I can't get you in the right place. If you're not in the right place, everything's wrong. Move that way. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now what I need to find, now that we've got this far, is I need to find cables that are going to reach from here to here, but through the proper channels, like literally through the wire channels. What do I got there? Bunch of extra pieces. All related to wiring up a thermistor. Why? Yeah. Yeah, I every time I buy bad tools, I end up paying for it. Well, obviously you pay for them, you buy them, but more in time than anything else. So what do I need here? I need better, longer ribbon cable. It's only good it got two of them though. And me, like some kind of dumbass, has cut the end off one of them. So I only have one of those. The other one is here. Okay. Well, we're going to learn something new today. Oh, the ES126. Yeah. Yeah, see, I've got the, I can't even remember what this is called. I've got this one. And yeah, you know what? It's fine. It works. Not as good as a screwdriver. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my own ends on here. Or maybe, let me see if I can run these the other way. If I can run these the other way, we might have something here. I just don't want to run them across the, oh, well, maybe not, maybe not. Yeah, let's just throw them on the floor. That's where they should be. Wait a minute here. Okay, yeah. So I was starting to think, oh yeah, there's definitely a high-end one and a low-end one. I've gone with the low-end one. The other one's like 170 bucks or something like that. This was not 170 bucks. Or it might even be more. Yeah, of course, I'm talking Canadian here, not other. Okay. So that'll definitely work. I can get these underneath there. I can probably get them into the cable channel that's coming through here. So through here, into the cable channel, and they will definitely reach. They'll definitely reach where they need to go. Awesome. I wish they were like, I'll probably see if I can buy some black ones. Be nice, more nice. It would be nice if they were hidden. Okay, so piece of cable channel. I'm just gonna like put one across the middle. I can just basically stick the covers off the top. There we go. Yeah. It almost pointed straight down. Oh. See, I told you I'd be getting better at this. I wasn't just making that up. Yeah, US, yeah, that's the big difference. And there's a huge, like, you know, you think, oh, Prime, I can have it on Amazon Prime, I can have it in a day, or it depends on where you buy it or whatever. I guess Amazon's probably not the best place to buy that. So, you may notice that the things in the bay are a little straighter. The wire things have been, you know, fixed. I did go back. The big problem was the one down here. It was just completely out of whack. So I did go back and fix all that. I had to like carve a little corner out of it. But that's sort of the way I made these, so that you could cut them up and make them do what you want. That's what we're gonna do here too. Now that I'm getting this ready to glue down, I'm almost thinking. No, I was gonna say, I'm almost thinking maybe I should run this to the end and then have two pieces. But no, that's not gonna do it. I think we'll be fine the other way. Hey, Bruce, how are you doing? Wow, got a whole crowd here today. I guess good timing for me. Everybody's awake. And yeah, the other thing that's good timing is nobody else is streaming. So yeah, I'm gonna drop this in here. I don't know if you can see that. But I gotta pull it back far enough so that I can run the continuation across right to the other side. And these can go in here, and I can just why would one of them bend and the other two snap like they're supposed to? Okay. So, which is one and which is two? That's the question I have. Where'd I put it? Where'd I put it? I know I had it. I know it was a thing I was doing. Oh, okay, I must have closed it. Hey, DJ Natty, how you doing? Yeah, yeah. Tried to get everybody while they're still awake. Why do I always pick the wrong page to get it from? Try this. Ah, that's the one. Okay, so what do I need here? Right now, basically, I'm looking at the pinout diagram for the board. J41 and J39 are EXP1 is J39. Okay, so EXP1 is the furthest one away. And I didn't even bother to look on the board. Yay! Oh, you ordered your 300 yesterday. Awesome. So I'm just going to, you know, plug these in. Okay, we don't want to go like that. We want to go like that. That seems weird. There we go. What's going on? Guess it doesn't really matter once it's out here. There's only going to be a small amount sticking out from the wire channel anyway. Yeah, that's fine. That's going to be just fine. There you go. I have covered up all my hard work and it can no longer be seen as designed. So now, more of the same. Yeah, see, the thing is, I only ever use the screen, maybe, yeah, it's rare. It's rare I use the screen. And it's only ever for one thing, and that's a fine adjustment on the Z. Usually after I made some change. But yeah, I do like this screen better than what's on the 2.4. The 2.4 screen on mine is basically just hanging there right now. Don't really need big pieces of VHB tape on these. I'm just basically putting on something like that for these little ones. Because they're the ones that are sort of like the ones that you want to get off and adjust. Not that that's going to make much difference with VHB tape. VHB tape doesn't care. I've got these clipper screen was fun. I tossed it on my 7-inch Pi screen and on my Ender 5. It was good. I would have left it on there if it weren't for this not coming with a Pi. Okay, Megan Eco. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Yeah, the prices seem to be the biggest thing in this whole thing. Right now, everything is way too expensive. Now, I just need to basically do the same thing at the other side. Just longer. There we go. Basically going to cut that off there. Now, I wouldn't normally do this with this. Normally put it down in my little thing and cut it. But I really don't care if I break any of these. Well, I do care if I break any of them. I don't want to break these ones. They're like, I believe they're the real ones. But all the other ones are just the junk that you get with 3D printers, especially Creality. And I've got lots of the junk that you get with 3D printers, especially Creality. So yeah, basically that has to go there, and then that is all of our wire channel down. All of our wires in the bay are hooked up. -94 degrees. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty warm out here today. They keep on raising it. It was 24, then 25, and now the high is 26. Okay, so this has to go down in there. I'm gonna do this from the other side. There we go. That can slide into there. Nice. Now I need a small piece. Just need to cut it to fit. I'm just going to cut it right at the edge of the thing. On your panels, don't use the 2 times. Oh yeah, I'm really happy with the way this is turning out. As long as I keep those channels straight and not end up putting them in crooked, we're all good. Easier said than done though, I have found. And that I built these in 2 versions. Only one version has the Voron symbol on the top. But there's a 300 and a 140. And I decided to print everything in the 140s, and I printed like, I don't know, I think 10 or 12 of them. And this is the other thing. It's all ABS, right? So now I've got this, and that's ugly. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take my thing that I use to heat up heat shrink tape. And now all the white is gone, and it's just black. So you don't have that you know, looks like it was cut. Well, it does look like it was cut, but that's because it was cut. There we go. I'm not happy with this. And I don't know why. Well, there's only 3 things for it to stay onto, so that's no big deal. But yeah, there we go. Of course, here, I guess I can't get me out of the picture. I can get me down to the bottom corner, so my face isn't in the way. So yeah, I'm real happy with this. The things that I'm not, you know, that I'm not happy with in this whole thing are the kit. The kit is not a kit. It's not a kit to build a printer. All these people have done is collect the parts. If they don't fit together, they're not concerned at all. So, you know, the wiring you get with everything is the wiring that came with it. So the wires that you got with the motors were the little wires that you got with the motors. The wires that you know, obviously they couldn't do that with the top ones. But that's what I'm finding with the most of it. But I've got this to a point where I'm very happy with it. Very happy. So yeah, if you want to build up a printer and have this experience out of the box, buy an LDO. Buy one of those printers. If you want to DIY it, yeah, these kits are fine, but expect some disappointment in it. But once you're done and once you know where you're going, and you have a vision yourself, then you can do this. Like, this is not going to look like it was a foreign bought kit. The only way you're going to be able to tell is the labels on the, oh, you can't even see them. Yay. So yeah, I'm happy about that. But yeah, bomb in a box. You nailed it. So we got one more channel to put in. I don't know if there's going to be any wires going through it, but I am going to run the channel between here and here. Just cause. Oh yeah, the wires not being up to spec. But again, see, I stumble upon that thought every time, because I'm like, up to spec for what? How many people take their Vorons and run them for, how many Vorons make it to 1,500 hours? I'd love to say all of them, but I bet you very, very few of them make it to 1,500 hours of printing. I don't have one yet. That I've made it to 1,500 hours, but I know I'm on the way. I'm less than 200 hours away from that for my 2.4. But again, I know what fails now. And you know what I find amazing about that printer? How long? I built it in January. Let's say end of January, February, March, April, May, So that's all of February. Let's do it this way. February, March, April, May. So let's just say it's between 4 and 5 months. Closer to the 5, I'd say. So yeah, my printers get a lot of traffic. Well, yeah, exactly. You'll never know. It's not an ideal situation. And again, I could have gone and rewired this and built my own harness to start. But I actually chose not to. I think the next thing I'm going to do in between this and the switch wire is I'm going to finally do the third video on the third stream on the Arranged Rabbit carrot feeder. Yeah, you definitely have an increased risk. I did everything I could in this build in order to reduce that risk. Like when you look in here, you can see that my wires are like they're run as individual strands. The only thing that I don't like is this here, but it's not a motion point, so not gonna worry about it. I'm guessing I would probably get as much out of this, if not more, than the 2.4 before I had problems, because I did things in here knowing what went wrong with the 2.4. Wow, they're actually well, I don't know. These are UL listed, but not. I don't know. I don't see any CSA stickers on there. Okay, and now, where's the other half of that? It's too small. We'll make a bigger one. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, there's a rule in Europe where they have to use this certain technology in all power supplies. Some feedback circuit or something like that. Oh, I'm sure there's a lot, like, there's probably a crazy amount of house fires from bad printers. Like, look at the wiring inside inside an Ender versus, say, what I've got here. Like, it's terrible. I cut it crooked. I just happen to have a piece of sandpaper here. See if I can fix it. tinned wires are hard to get away from, though. Oh, you mean soldered ends, not tinned wires. Is that what you mean? Like a lot of wire that I buy these days, each strand is tinned, but they're copper strands. But I think what you're talking about is their lazy way of doing, yeah. Yes. They're lazy ferrules. That's what they call them, lazy ferrules, which is basically they solder the end of the wire to make it solid. And I'm sorry, solder is soft. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Done. Oh no, it's not done. Dumb. I need power to the pie. So, yeah, I'll just use 14 gauge wire. Yeah, I bought a ferrule kit too. And that's so the first thing I did when I got my Ender 3. I got my Ender 3 in November? It's hard to believe it already doesn't exist. So yeah, I got my Ender 3 in November. It was V2. And okay, I'll just put one set of ends on here and we'll figure out how far it has to go from there. It was a V2. I did not like that LCD. I hated the LCD. Sorry, I really hate's a strong word, but I did not like the LCD. So the first thing I did, even though I had to stick with the LCD, was I ripped it apart. I pulled out all the wires, I put ferrules on all the ends, and then I replaced the hot end with a all metal Dragonfly. A Dragonfly was a BMS? BMO? One of those. Sitting over there in a box. It's literally sitting in a box now. That's where we're at. And I everything else I left the same. I didn't swap the board. I just basically fixed the wiring issues in there. And I got it all up and ready to go. I put it in a tent and I started printing a Voron. BMS. Yeah, it was BMS then. See, there's a BMS and there's a BMO. Yeah. I got way too much crap. Shelves and like how many hot ends does a person need? Like really? Not only do I have the hot ends on all my printers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have at least 8 hot ends, which I could just go grab right now. There's probably more somewhere. Yeah. It is a gateway printer, absolutely. Octopus and V1, yeah. See, I didn't want to do PIF. I wanted it to feel like an accomplishment. Like, hey, look at my printer. It was printed on an Ender 3. Can't you tell? Okay, so I'm getting the call. Do you have time to finish off this printer? Not this printer, the one I was working on with my buddy last weekend. So, yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna say sure because I do. When are you thinking? He might be like, right now, I'm on my way. And I'm sorry to say, I'm gonna have to ditch you guys. Yeah, the X5 SA. I'm gonna have to ditch you guys if that's the case. Wah, wah, wah. I have to. So there's no room, eh? I have no room for printers. My X5 my X5 my 2.4 is sitting on a IKEA cart on wheels in my living room next to my TV. See, what I gotta do is get rid of the TV. That's the problem here. There's certain things I never ever use. And that's the TV. Now, I know you... Yeah, and that's why. I have TV right here, which I also never use. But if I'm gonna play a game on a TV, it's gonna be this TV. So, yeah. Yeah, on the floor, that would be so nice. That would be awesome. You can just leave it on the floor. And let it shake and shake and shake. You never have to run input shaper again. I just typed sinus good. I didn't type that. I typed sounds good. Sin's good. Sends good. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think about what I have to do. It didn't seem squishy enough, but yet these are stuck on here so good, it's ridiculous. Yeah. See, the mod videos I enjoy the most are the videos about my own mods. The video, well, it wasn't really a video, it was the installing stream. Yeah, I should start thinking about doing videos. The original intent was to do videos. It's called Maker's Source. It's not even supposed to be about building printers. It's just that I got sucked into it. My first video ended up being me building a Voron, and hey, I haven't looked back. My God. What has happened here in my life? Yeah. I'm not complaining though. Building a Voron is fun. Oh, I guess I should, oh, I hate this. I hate this. Okay, so I need a jumper. I need a ground jumper. A laser. So yeah, I guess, you know, that's what's different about this build. This build isn't just your standard build. This build is a modded build, heavily modded, and it's 90% custom mods. Like, you know, the pieces here that are not mine are these. This and this on the other side are not mine. Yeah, the filament hinges, well, they're not mine, but these aren't standard filament hinges because standard filament hinges aren't meant to hold things on the inside. So they're mine in a way. They're my own remodeling of the oh, Nevermore, yeah. What's a Nevermore? Isn't that the filter? So why Nevermore and not what is Nevermore? Yeah, okay, so Nevermore. The one I was looking at was Rebreather. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a one line and I'm going to run it from the ground on one power supply to a ground on the other power supply. Yeah, okay, so they're both the same idea. Yeah, yeah, I'll have to look into. Maybe I'll put Nevermore on the Trident and Rebreather on the 2.4. I really hate doing this. Seriously, you know? Yeah, I'm just trying to do the standard DC ground so that it's there even when the pie is unplugged. But of course it won't let me because all the connectors they put on here are too big to put on the yeah, nice, nice. It was on something that I read somewhere. When after I'd built my 2.4, I was learning how to do the wiring. And I learned that I did it wrong. And that I should go redo it. Okay, so I need something smaller here, not something giant. See, so with the smell and the VOCs and all that stuff, there's no venting. I don't have any venting on the unit. So, you know, any venting that's occurring is just, you know, not. Wow, I swear, the tighter that I made that, the looser it got. Wow, that barely fits. It does fit. No, that didn't work. That just turned to the side before I started crimping it and it got crushed. Good job. So I have in my cart right now an iOS crimper. My shopping cart at Amazon, that is. But I'm guessing when I said my cart, everybody assumed it was Amazon. So, ugh. Okay, good. Okay, so that has to go on there. It's dumb as I can't even see it because I painted it black. And that doesn't want to fit in there. What did I do wrong? I finally got it to work and I did something wrong. Okay. So, oh, just a reminder. Don't forget to like the video. Sorry. I'm not used to saying that. But I'm going to from now on. I'll get used to it. Begging for approval. Why is this so difficult? Every time I go to push it in, it pops up. There we go. Nope. That's not where we go. Something blocking this? Okay, there we go. There we go. We got it all at the same time. All at the same time. Yay! sorry, I'm all out of camera now. So yeah, the idea is I won't be always just building printers. My wallet says that's unsustainable. But you know, the funny thing is, the other things take so much more detailed planning. You know, like when I did the mods for my lights, like that took me 2 weeks before I could do anything with that. 3 weeks before I could do anything of preparing. Oh yeah, yeah. There will be a print and chill, as Nero puts it. I'll definitely be doing a print and chill. Well, we'll come up with some other project to do while we're doing it. But you know, I see the next stream being either printing with this. Well, no, actually, I see the next stream tomorrow, me putting the panels on and doing some of the stuff I was going to do today before I got the call. So yeah, there's that. But I see a stream with the Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. Before too long. As well as, well, I don't know. There might be a stream when I tear down that other one, cut it up and make it into a 4 from a 6. I think it's a 6. It might be a 9. Even worse, it might be a 12. Oh. Sorry. I love my Enraged Rabbit carrot feeder. I just don't love tuning it. I gotta be careful with that one with only the 4 pieces on it. I'm gonna break pieces off it the way I'm going. Okay, so the way we're gonna do this is I'm gonna need a couple DuPont connectors. I'm gonna have to reduce the size of the wires by basically building up 2 layers of insulation with shrink wrap, using that to put the DuPont connectors on and attach them that way. Yeah, I'm on stream. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. If it's a 12, yeah, I'd easily trade somebody as if it was a 12, I'd trade anybody who had a 6 for it. These 4s are rare though. Like, what is it that some people seem to have 4s? I've never noticed that before. Like, they were always 6s and 9s. I've never really seen a 4 until Steve built one, and then I started seeing them all over the place. So these are a bit too big for wires to hold DuPont connectors.
So I'm going to make wires that hold DuPont connectors out of these wires that hold DuPont connectors. Okay, he said an hour. That was at 1:47. Okay. I'm going to fix that. I don't like that little wire sticking out. I'm going to actually end up tying it in to the other one and tying everything together that way. But whatever, that doesn't matter right now. What matters right now is getting some heat shrink tape on these so that I can put some DuPont connectors on them. Oh, and finding DuPont connectors. That matters now. These are the things that matter now. There's literally 40 of these down there. Oh man. All the stuff. Oh, yeah, sorry, I guess I should fix that. I'm dumb. I keep on starting my stream and copying from the last one, and my I don't fix it. Okay, so if you refresh, here, I'll paste it here too. But if you refresh the description, it should come up with the updated link. And now, when I go to create the next stream, it'll be there already. And 3 hours in, I won't be going, go. Which is my usual way. Okay, so this heat shrink tape is too small. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take 2 little loops of it. That. Oh no. I need to cut that off. I don't want to do it above the printer and end up with little shards of metal all over the place. Okay, so what I've ended up with is basically that. That one has slid right off. I actually think they might even have this in the book, as this is how you would go about doing something like this, which is good. A set of instructions on this is good. Now, what I don't remember is how this works if I need one or two. Is it a side-by-side connector? I'm just gonna have to look at the instructions. We're gonna have to refer to the manual. And I really thought we were past that. Nice. That's no good. No, this isn't too bad. I don't know what this is. Pros Kit? Pros Kit? I'm guessing it's some company's, some company makes these with their brand on it, and this is the factory that that works 16 hours a day to make it, but there's 8 hours a day when they work to make them to sell for themselves. That can't really be a thing, can it? Yeah, I posted the button. I pushed the button designs up to my GitHub. I should probably post a link to GitHub. It's not all nice and tidy, and you know, a nice organized place. It's a bit of chaos. Not really. It is organized in a small sense, but I don't have all the you know, I don't have images of everything. I don't have all that stuff. I don't have pages for every project. I only have pages for one or two of them. Yeah, I'm a software developer, so I've been using Git for, well, I'm going to say, as long as I can remember. No, not really. I guess that's not true. Why can I not get this one? I remember a thing called Visual Source Safe. That we used to use. Okay, Power to Pi. You know what? I'm not even going to bother with the instructions on that thing. It takes 6 weeks just to scroll one page, where I can just scroll and scroll and scroll. Pi Power. Electronics. Okay, you're installing it. Micro switch. Power to the bed. Power to the... Okay, so I need 2 separate pins. That's all I needed to know. I've created the problem that I hate the most. Wires that are too hard for their purpose. If I had one complaint about the LDO, it was exactly that. The little cuffs with the labels they put on the wires, so you know where to connect them to, were so impossibly hard that it actually made putting the cover on the side of the afterburner almost impossible. That was about my only complaint about the LDO. Oh, and their mount for their PCB tool board on the mount for the PCB tool board on the switch wire was amateur. You literally glued it down. Okay, you didn't glue it. You used VHB tape. But you know, we should be minimizing the use of VHB tape. So, there we go. It's all in. It's all plugged in. Oh yeah. The new Trident fan mounts. With the screw-in fan mounts. Oh, beautiful. They are awesome. You should print two extra liners though, because you'll want to not stick things in the thing. Yeah, but other than that, you know, that's slowly over time. I can't, again, I'm not going to be able to say until I have 1,000 hours on that switch wire. But whatever. It's slowly becoming that printer. Sorry, that I like, that rates above the rest. On the other hand, this is still going to be my best built printer. Yeah, I didn't like the idea of basically tying the fans to this device. I figure that almost anything on here I should be able to take off and reuse on something else. But as soon as you start sticking the things in there, I also thought it was obvious, blatantly obvious, that you shouldn't do that. And that you should just print 2 extra things like that. And I'm like, why? Why? Are they trying to save like, why? Did it just not dawn on them? You know, they went as far, like, as I do. Like, if you look at these clamps, I've got left and right versions. I don't have upside down Voron symbols going on here. So what I was hoping to get to today, it's obvious that I won't, was the panels. Now, it may not sound exciting. Oh no, where's all my panel stuff? Oh, but here we go, here we go. So, the panel stuff is going to raise this printer to the next level. That's the back cover for the vent. Now, what else do I have here? What else do I have here? Obviously, you notice that I've completely reversed the colors on the bottom versus the top. I found the balance of accent to wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted it to sort of be half and half, so I did change the balance there. So where is it? Aha! I got it, I got it, I got it. It can't get away from me. We don't need any of this stuff anymore, do we? Okay, so. Here they are. Bags and bags of filament hinges, or filament panel clips. There's 36 of them in there, and that will handle the top and the 2 sides. All the panel clips for the back are printed. They're in black. And then for the front, we're gonna go with these hinges that I made. No, I didn't make these. I printed these. Somebody else made these. But they come in... Do they come in left and right? Yeah. Now, I'm likely putting triple hinges on it because I just don't like the 2 hinge. I want it to be stronger. So that's going to be the hinges that we're going to put on it. Now they're 270-degree hinges, so they also come with a special mount, which actually mounts around the outside. And that way it allows the doors to swing right around out of the way. Now they won't be able to swing right around out of the way. Right. Sorry. Because of the filament clips, but that doesn't matter. They will be able to go far enough away so that it'll be an improvement over the norm. So not exactly where I wanted to get to today, but I think I have to say I'm probably happier with this than any printer I've built so far when it comes to that. And I think I'm going to start making the arrangements next week to get a clear acrylic panel for this. Needs a clear acrylic panel. I might have to end up reprinting some stuff. I like how that this thing is just a little bit lower than all my stuff. But in the long run, you know, this is oh no. This is good. This drops in quite nice. As long as you get it below the things, and then so a clear acrylic panel will look awesome on there. I might have to print some trim around the edges, but I don't know. So we're gonna leave it here. I hate to say. Again, like I said, not part of the plan. I was not going to be going 2 hours today. It was going to be closer to 5 or, you know, something like that, trying to get this wrapped up. But looks like I got a friend coming over for some 3D printing mechanics. I'm a 3D printing mechanic now. Now, again, you give somebody a printer, they come to you to get it fixed. Well, sorry, you give somebody a Tronxy, that's bound to happen. They're going to need help. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to getting that thing working. But I'm really looking forward to getting this thing working, because this is going to be fast as well. But yeah, thanks for watching. JR Kirk. Thanks for joining the stream. And again, everybody, remember to like, subscribe, follow, join Discord. There's probably more things you can do. But I'll be back tomorrow, and we will wrap this up. Thanks for watching. Later, everyone.